wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Anis Awanti binti Abdullah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nazrin Zulaika.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Atika Rabia binti Hushan.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Fidaus bin Sulaiman.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nik Fatisha Bika binti Zulkifli.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fazli bin Zulkifli.
Let's start with the first stage of our animation project, which is planning. The message we want to convey through our animation is COVID-19 easy to spread and infecting other people if citizens do not follow a proper SOPs. The objective of our project animation is to spread awareness to Malaysians the importance of SOPs in order to avoid being infected with the COVID-19 virus. For the sources of idea, we use brainstorming techniques that gather different ideas from our group members of the discussion groups, and then the best idea is selected and implemented properly, which is COVID-19 awareness. There are three moral values that we want to convey in our animation. Firstly, don't be selfish. As responsible Malaysians, we should not be selfish individuals causing COVID-19 infection to others by not complying with the instructions set by the government. Secondly, protect your loved one. Family members play an important role in protecting their respective families from the dangers of COVID-19. Wearing masks and social distance could assist in protecting a loved one who is in risk, even if you aren't concerned about your own safety. Last but not least, aware and follow the standard operating procedure SOPs guideline. The practice of new norms of our life in the context of the contagious COVID-19 epidemic needs to be strengthened among the community. Next, we go to the role of members. The first position is project manager, which is me, Nur Anis Awati. I am in charge of overseeing the development of projects to ensure that they are completed on time, on budget, and to the highest possible standard. Next, Nazrin Zulaika and Atika Rabia hold position as animators. They are responsible to produce original and aesthetic designs and solutions creatively using software and other techniques to produce animations. They also have to understand the needs, reviewing script, designing storyboards, and creating and editing animations with the member of the production team. Then the position of scriptwriter held by Muhammad Firdaus and Nik Fatisha Bika. They are responsible to create and develop story ideas and follow the narrative direction and present it in script form. They also have to create characters and write plausible dialogues based on the character design and setting. Lastly, Muhammad Fazli as sound recorder. He is in charge of the selection of audio appropriate to the scene of storyboard that including background music, intro and ending music. In the planning stage, the skills required are writing, designing, and lastly audio and editing.
As all team member has each role, it is time to distribute tasks. Task distribution is essential because we can plan and manage how long each task takes time in order to submit the project before the date. As you can see, we divided the task into the smaller part. The creation of each scene will take 4 days as shown in the table and follow with video editing, testing and correction if any. The project will be submitted to our instructor. Moving on, this is our team overall plan project timeline. It includes from the beginning of when the task is given until the day of the project submission, which is on 3rd July.
Now, I will present for stage 2, which is design and production. There are 3 elements that I will present for this stage, which are plan task, feedback, and feedback cycle. For plan task, we design our animation by using Adobe Animate based on the storyboard that have been planned. We collect the artifacts such as image, sound, and video from the internet. After we finish design the animation project, we ask the feedback from the group members and improve the animation project based on the feedback given. For the feedback cycle, we keep on improve the animation project based on the feedback given by the group members until they satisfied.
Okay, now I will continue to present my part. For organizing structure, we use a linear style. It means we design the animation sequentially from one scene of information to another scene. To make a smooth process of designing, we following the storyboard. We do all the elements that have in each scene. For example, in scene 1, I will do character, cars and the background. Continuously do the same thing for the other scene, which is scene 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. respectively.
We are going to the next stage, which is stage 3, testing. At this stage, we need to test and review a project to ensure that our animations project are bug-free. It is bug-free, accurate, operationally and visually on target. We need to test that kind of animations we just created run smooth as our planning in terms of sounds, character, timing and so on. At the same time, we also need to ensure that to meet the client needs. The client's requirement have been met. It means here we must to complete this animations project follow the instructions given, which is related to the current issue. From this, we choose storyline related to the COVID-19 issues as to fulfill the requirement given. Other things we need to consider, such as the time of the durations of the video must be 1 to 2 minutes only, and we did well to follow and meet the requirement well.
Then reputation. Reputation of company is not damaged by a premature release. And lastly is cross-platform. It is testing on different hardware and software platforms. In this case, we use Adobe Animate to create our animation video.
Other than that, we also need to testing our project animations by using the alpha beta testing and also include the final release at this stage. We are going to the alpha testing, which means alpha testing release first working draft project. This is our first testing after we already finish all the 5 scenes completely. We just release only for internet circulations, testing done in-house by team members only to see how this project is going. Since we are online learning, so we find other effective alternative. We test it together through Google Meet to evaluate the project for the first time, and we will expect it to have problem or to be complete in our first trial project.
Next, beta testing. This is the flow of beta testing, which is wider area of tester. Tester are real user. Tester is not production. Bug level less than alpha level, and managing beta feedback is critical.
After we complete well those alpha and beta testing, we are going to the final release. It is actually divided into 2 types. Bronze or release candidate are used to identify products that are new completions. It means this is semi or pre-finished for our project animations and have to make sure all the things needed in Adobe Animate we use are functionally well as we expected. And the second one is the final release versions. It is usually called the cool master and meet the needs of client or end user before we deliver it.
Last but not least, stage 4, which is delivery. In this stage, the project is going to be goal. Then the constant shift to the scalability of the project in the marketplace. Furthermore, the final project is packaged and delivered to the end user.